I know a lot of you are wondering where the Fire Fauci movement has come from. I started it because I caught Dr. Fauci, engaging in fraud. And he was trying to run a con on the American people and the United States government. The problem with Fauci is he's always been jealous of Donald Trump because Donald Trump gets all the women and he has all this money and Fauci doesn't have either. So Fauci concocted a scheme taking advantage of the COVID to make himself a billionaire. So that's why at first we weren't supposed to wear masks. Now we have to wear masks. And then Fauci was coming out with his own special mask, and it was going to cost $1,000 a piece. And with the mask mandates, everyone's going to be buying them with the Fauci recommendation. That was the plan. And so he thought he was going to make himself a quick billion with this COVID. Well, the thing is, one of the first individuals to buy the mask flew to Washington, D.C., came to the White House. Fauci was there. Fauci made the mask, said he handmade the mask, and put it on the individual. But that's when Kanye showed up that day. Oh, no, the protesters. And then Kanye said he was showing up, and that's why everyone shut off all the lights, locked all the doors, and hid in the bunker, because that's usually what you do when you know Kanye's coming over, especially if he's unannounced, because you got to get some liquor and just to deal with him. But anyways, so this individual thought Fauci was going to come back and finish the mask. Well, Fauci didn't. And so Fauci's like, oh, the mask is fine. And this individual is like, well, no, it's not. It's not fine. And so the individual showed me the mask that Fauci charged $1,000 for. So be careful. This may be a bit shocking. If you have small children in the room or people with weak constitutions, you may want to send them somewhere. Here is the mask that Fauci charged $1,000. So immediately when I saw that, I took it to Trump. I showed him the picture I just showed you, and Trump suspended him. So that's why you saw Fauci just on the sidelines. And so you figured out by now it was a dog. The dog was pretty simple. The dog just said, "Give me my 1,000 and a box of liver snaps, and we're even." You know how dogs are with their liver snaps. And so Trump was like, "Cool." He signed off on the settlement. And we told Fauci to pay the guy the $1,000 in the liver snaps. We even gave him a coupon. And Fauci's like, I'm not paying. And we didn't know that he wasn't paying because we thought it was just $1,000. I mean, it wasn't even coming out of your pocket. What's the thing of liver snaps? $20-$30. But Fauci refused to pay. So this dog got smart. This dog got Giuliani to sue Fauci. And of course, it was pretty much an open and shut case. And there was $1 trillion settlement. Yes, Giuliani went for the juggler. He's a brilliant litigator. And you saw the dog. The dog was such a sympathetic witness. And then Fauci invoked his employment contract with the government, saying he's not liable for anything he does while working for the government, even though if he made money on these masks, he wasn't giving the government anything. So now the government's on the hook for the $1 trillion. And Fauci's mad and wondering why Trump's mad at him. And that's why these stimulus negotiations are up in the air, and people want to not give the 600 now, they want to give 400 because they know they got to pay $1 trillion for Fauci's settlement. And they tried to appeal it, and the Court of Appeals, the 3-member board, no, they went with the dog. Then the full Court of Appeals, of course, went with the dog. Then we went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court went with the dog 10-0, which was a record decision And people were like, well, 10-0 is only 9 of them. How did they get the extra point? Well, Fauci was trying to explain why this mask is the best mask in the world and should be required by every American, and everyone should pay him $1,000. And Judge Brett Kavanaugh got so pissed off, he threw his beer at him. I think he hit him in the shoulder or something like that. So that's why now all Supreme Court cases are now done through Zoom, because, Kavanaugh just lost his mind with Fauci, especially when he realized Fauci cost the United States government and the American people $1 trillion. And now Fauci has the nerve to get on TV and go, I don't know what's happening. I don't know why Trump doesn't trust me. It's because you cost the government $1 billion over a box of liver snaps. So yes, I am the person leading, driving the bandwagon on the Fire Fauci movement. And I have no regrets. And I'm going to keep driving this bandwagon and charging forward until the United States government gets rid of this fraud.